Welcome to another wonderful episode of Know Your Faith series. I am Collins, as you already know, and on today's episode, guys, we'll be talking about a very big question, and it is, who is God? Now, I've asked a few people I know who God is to them, and they have all described him differently. I find that interesting because they all describe him according to their own understanding of themselves, their relationship, and their environment. Our description of God is hardly perfect, and I understand that, to be honest, so it's fine. But according to the First Vatican Council, there is one true and living God, Creator and Lord of heaven and earth, Almighty, eternal, immeasurable, incomprehensible, infinite in will, understanding, and every perfection. At the very core of the Catholic faith is the belief in God. Without the belief in God, there is no belief in the rest of the Catholic faith. But who is God? We would explore this question by looking at some of the key elements in the creed which we recite at Mass. The first is, God is one. At the beginning of the Nicene Creed, we profess that we believe in one God. So there is only one God. There is no other God besides him, even though we sometimes fail to recognize God as the ruler of our lives. As it pertains to the faith, we only worship the one God, not anyone or anything else. And he is at the center of our faith. God is a communion of persons. Christianity is unique in its belief that God is one in three persons. He is a perfect community of three divine persons, Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, who exist in perfect unity, equal in power and majesty. It is Jesus, the second person of the Trinity, who has revealed the true nature of God. He says in John chapter 10, verse 30, I and the Father are one. About the Holy Spirit, he says in John 15:26, when the Helper comes, whom I will send to you from the Father, that is the Spirit of truth, who proceeds from the Father, he will testify about me. It goes further to state that God is the Creator. The Creed continues, the Father, the Almighty, maker of heaven and earth, of all things seen and unseen. God is the divine being from which all things come, even the things we cannot see or do not know. God made heaven, earth, angels, saints, our bodies, our souls, everything. He is the source and the origin of all things. God always existed. Another question we are always sometimes tempted to ask is, how old is God? Well, we believe that God always existed, and in fact, he always was and will always be. He is omnipresent because he is not confined by space. He is all-knowing or omniscient because nothing eludes him. Because he is the one who keeps everything in existence. He also deals with us in perfect justice, so that each person will reap the rewards of their actions, good or evil. God is love, merciful, and kind. God is love. He is seen as merciful and kind because he pardons those who turn away from their sins and do not abandon the sinner. He stoops down by his grace to help us in our times of weaknesses and need. Although we can say all these things of God, he is always greater than our minds can comprehend. We know God because he has revealed himself, yet we must be careful not to reduce him to our concepts of who he is. This is why we need to enter into a relationship with God. By this, we grow in our knowledge and love God even more. We understand what he expects of us and live in such a way that we give glory to him by our lives. What is your image of God? How do you really imagine God? Where do you see, feel, experience, or sense God's presence in your daily lives? Let me know your answers to these questions in the comment sections, and feel free to ask us anything that you'd like us to treat on this show. Also, like and subscribe to our channel at Dominican Media Presents on YouTube. And until I come your way next time, as always, be bold and be Catholic.